Hello, my friends. This is Sarah Jones, intuitive psychic and tarot therapist here at Tarot Therapy Co. And welcome to the Goddess Power reading. This reading, we are going to, it's an intention activation spread. So we're going to activate the intentions that you need to help you manifest your best life, to help you focus your energies and plant seeds for your most cherished desires. Okay. I want you to kind of focus in on the three piles. So you can either choose whichever pile is calling to you. So we have 1, 2, and 3. Or I also am using these. We have a seashell. I lost my train of thought. We have lavender, and then we have a crystal. It's Amazonite crystal. Really good for helping you speak your truth, open up. One of my favorite crystals to work with, actually. So what is calling to you? Is a crystal calling to you? Is the lavender, the seashell, maybe one of the piles? Maybe more than one pile. That's completely normal as well. So if you need to take a moment, pause the video if you need to, and then come back, and I will put the links to each reading in the video description, so you can go ahead and skip right to your reading. Before you do that, I will ask if you could please like this video if it does resonate with you. If you want to see more videos and readings from me, go ahead and hit that subscribe button while you are here or at the end of the video, okay? All right, so let's get started. We are going to start with pile number 1. That is the pile with the seashell, okay? And first thing we're going to look at is your intentions. What's going on? What is this energy that is surrounding you? Where are we starting here? So, we got this goddess, and this is, I'm so bad with goddess names, I will say that. Shakti, and she is the goddess of transformation, okay? So this is the energy that is trying to come into your life at this time. This did come in an upright position, which is an empowerment message for you. So I feel like this goddess is trying to come into your life. She's trying to empower you. She's a Hindu goddess. She's very supportive. And she says, like, everything that you want, the things that you desire, the life that you desire, if you want something better, she feels like you want something better, you have to be willing to do the work. Okay? She can bring in that energy, but she needs you to match that energy. I feel like she wants you to know that it really is the right time to move into a higher version of yourself, another level of yourself, another level in your life. She says, are you ready for this change? You wanted it so badly. You wanted something more so badly. But are you ready? Are you ready for it? Are you ready to do it? Because everything really depends on how honest and how clear you've been, and how willing you are now that it's starting to happen, it's starting to manifest, how willing you are to explore your authenticity, or a more authentic path or more authentic journey in your life. So, this goddess is bringing in this energy that's going to help you be more open to doing things differently, to stepping into your destiny, to kind of awaken more. I feel like here we have her touching on that third eye chakra. And I feel like with all the light coming out of the crown chakra, like there's just this beautiful energy of connection to your higher self, to something more that you've been asking for. You just have to come in with that energy. So that should be your intentions in this moment, to be open to new energy, open to authenticity, open to your higher self. Okay? Now, how can you co-create from your most empowered self? And for that, you got Parvati. She is the goddess of devotion. Okay? And again, here we see empowerment. She saying that true commitment comes from wholeheartedly living in your mind, body, and spirit. There's everything connected. Okay, this is how you co-create from your most empowered self, is literally through connection, through how you're feeling, through how you're living, how you're thinking, how you're connected with others, how you're connected with the divine. So this is another Hindu goddess, and she wants to acknowledge your sincere devotion to some personal growth. She says she sees it, she sees you want it, you want something more authentic, you want to grow, and she's saying that, it's not going to be easy. She wants you to have faith. Okay? Recommit to yourself every single day, every single moment if you need to. She also definitely suggests daily meditation with the intention of focusing on your devotion and your commitment to making your life better. Okay? Even if it's just 5 minutes of every morning thinking about how I'm going to be today and what am I going to focus on today when it comes to making my life better? What am I going to focus on today when it comes to my commitment to authenticity, to my personal growth? Okay? She says, the more you can align your body and your mind and your spirit, the more your choices will be in alignment with your truth. Okay? What action do you need to take in order to ignite the magic of your intention? Oh, I love this. We got Bridget, that creative spark. That's the action you need. Who doesn't love spark? I know I do. So Bridget, she is a Celtic goddess. Okay, she's very fiery, very creative. She's saying, are you listening? Are you using your imagination? Are you, thinking or trying to manifest meaningful, beautiful experiences in your life? I feel like that's your next step. To just be open to something beautiful, something meaningful, to be inspired. That is where you're heading. That is what you need. Okay? You need some inspiration, some creativity. All right. Where are we? Number 4. What do you need to do to co-create for your highest good at this time? You got Spider Woman. She's pretty cool. She's almost like badass. I love her. So, co-creation. We talk a lot about co-creation. But for your highest good, you have to listen. You have to know why you want to create something. You have to know what motivates you. You have to know what inspires you and what beauty you're kind of dreaming to bring in. That is your key to co-creation and what you want. You have to know what you want. This is a Navajo goddess. Again, very fiery, rich, red earth. I feel like she's saying, maybe focus on your root chakra there, get grounded, get in the moment, look around and see what you don't want and figure out what you do want. What do you want to replace that with? I feel like your next move should be very intentional. You should know, where you want to go. And just don't focus so much on how it will look or how it will come into the world, how things will happen. I feel like just be here on the journey. Create something more. Create what you love in your life. Create more love for yourself in your life. Okay? The potential outcome of your intention. And for this one, we got Morahan. And this was in reverse. So when these cards are in reverse, it is actually, instead of an empowerment message, it's an alignment message. So your potential here is a need for a realignment. It is, you'll be able to address the areas in your life that no longer serve you. You'll be able to let them go. You'll be able to let them die. So I feel like maybe there's someone you need to walk away from. Maybe there's a way of being or thinking you need to let go of. You kind of have to go through that caterpillar stage. You have to surrender to the process here. And that will be the outcome of transformation, is surrendering to the process and letting go of what no longer serves you. So there's this alignment task that Morahan offers you. And she's the death goddess. She is. She's the magical death goddess. She wants you to do some self-inquiry. Okay, so as you move through this journey, you're going to get to this point where you have to say, what am I resisting now? Or what darkness do I need to bring into awareness, into the light? How has fear ruled my choices? Who could I be if I really had the courage to live my life, to be who I want to be? This goddess wants you to know that your magic is so much stronger than you know, than you think. And you can do this. Your dreams, your life, your whole being depends on you moving through this transformation. And all of these goddesses want you to know that they are with you. You can call upon them for help at any time. So you may be diving a little deep and dark into your shadow side if you chose this pile. And that's okay. That's a good thing. So, how, if you need to, do you course correct to be in a better alignment with your intentions for your highest good? So, if you're struggling, to work through this transformation, if you find yourself a little off course or like lost or stuck, come back to this reading because this is your course correct card. And again, I'm bad with the names, but Mayat, and this is the goddess of truth. She will help you, course correct. She will help you get you back on path. So if you get a little lost, know that everything comes back to balance sooner or later. So trust that in the greater story of your life, all wrongs, any mistakes, they will get corrected. This goddess, she's a goddess of rebalancing. You have to, in order for you to truly be free, you have to be able to consider where you may have hurt someone else and how your maybe unconscious projections of how the world should be or may have set you up for kind of a failure, even if you didn't do it on purpose. So if you find you need to course correct, it'll be a time of unraveling, and nothing meaningful will be accomplished unless you put in the effort. And again, we see here this goddess, she talked about effort. She'll match your effort, you know. I feel like if you need to course correct, then this is the goddess to work with, really. She can, she's going to tell you, you have to be truthful. You have to be truthful. You have to allow yourself to see the truth as well. No living in denial. If you find yourself in denial or not wanting to believe that someone is the way they are, or that the truth will make you feel very awkward and very exposed if it's something new, you know. So she'll say, move forward with compassion, correct your course, see the truth, believe in the truth, speak the truth. That is your course correct, okay? So if this reading resonated with you, please go ahead and hit that like button. And if you would like to see more readings with me, please go ahead and subscribe. All right. So, pile number 2, the pile with the lavender. I love lavender. This is actually from my personal lavender plant, the one left I have living. All right, so let's see. Let's activate some energy, some intentions. And the intentions or the energy that is surrounding you right now is flow, the energy of flow. And this is the goddess Rhea. I'm not very good with names. And so she brings in this energy of flow, okay? I feel like she is wanting to know, do you notice when you're in alignment with the universe? Do you notice when things feel as though they're just flowing? Okay, because this Greek goddess is here to work with you. And she wants you to know that flow is like the state of flow. We don't always stay in it. Unfortunately, I feel like it's impossible to constantly stay in the energy of flow and being in flow with the universe. I feel like she wants you to know that it's not something you constantly have to be in. It's okay to travel down a different stream. But if you can learn to observe your life with kind of relaxed attention, if you can trust and listen to the guidance that's presented to you as you move forward without any restraint or fixed ideas, you can enter into a state of flow. That's how you get there, okay? You have to be willing to release your expectations. You have to be willing to trust in what comes through. That's where your ideas and insights and gifts and information will all come through. You got to just trust in that. All right. So I feel like this is your intention, to trust in the flow, trust in what comes through, trust in where you're being led, letting go of expectations. Okay. And how can you co-create from your most empowered self? Well, you got Ocean. Okay, and this came in reverse, so this is going to be an alignment message. So you need to work on some alignments. I will tell you that a lot of your cards are an in a realignment message. So this goddess, I feel like she comes through as saying, like, maybe you're struggling with some scarcity issues. Maybe you're worried about money, or maybe you're worried about love, or maybe you're worried about not having enough. I feel like maybe there's some fears coming up. Okay. You might be restricting yourself with your fears or your worries and cutting off the flow of potential. Okay. So maybe you feel like there's not enough out there. Maybe you feel like it's not going to happen. Whatever you're waiting for, whatever you're wishing for, you're cutting yourself off from it. Okay? This goddess, she's saying you can't expect the great goddesses, the divine, your guides, to be generous with you if you don't show them that, if you constantly don't trust in the flow of their generosity. A lot about flow for you. Now is the time to do the opposite of what you fear. When you feel there's not enough money, spend it to signal your trust and abundance. If you feel unloved, ask who you can love and where you can show your care. Okay? Even a kind gesture to a stranger kind of sends that signal out that you trust in the generosity of the world. This got us saying too, don't wait to get what you want. You have to give it first. So have the best intentions at heart to get into the flow. We talk about being generous. We talk about gratitude. We talk about letting go of that block. I feel like for you, if you chose this, there's that block of scarcity, of not enough, of, abundance block. So you want to work on that, okay, to get back into alignment. What action do you need to take in order to kind of ignite the magic of flow into your life? And for that, we got Lostier. I'm really bad with names. And she is the goddess of new beginnings. So your next step is to stop thinking that you know everything. Stop thinking that you have the answers. Stop thinking that you know how things will go. Stop assuming, okay? Because you might do something prematurely or miss out on an amazing experience because you're looking in another direction. You're thinking it's going to go this way. I feel like there's a lesson here for you, and it's not in whether something works out, but in how you manage your curiosity so that you can experience something new. Okay? This goddess says that life is for learning. It's for learning, it's for living, it's for connecting, it's for opportunities and experiences. So, your alignment task here is to be with what is. Let it be perfect just as it is. Are there lessons in your life that keep repeating, that are keeping you from that flow because you keep doing things over and over, or the same things keep coming up for you? I feel like for you, it's one of those things where the flow is going to be different than what you expected it to be. Okay. So, what do you need to do to co-create for your highest good? Again, another alignment message. We have salvation with green Tara. So I feel like to get into alignment and start co-creating for your highest good, you need to know when you're off task. I feel like maybe you struggle with knowing when you're off task. Okay. Again, there's a consciousness of lack that comes up. You know, I feel like it's okay to be empty for sometimes. You don't always have to be full. You don't always have to be perfect. Stop looking for what isn't there. Bless every tiny aspect of your life with deep gratitude. Okay. I feel like you've been fighting against yourself and maybe you don't even realize that. You don't even know that your longing and your wanting is making you blind to different opportunities, different paths, different experiences. I feel like you're lacking in satisfaction because you're fighting against yourself to allow it in. Okay? The potential outcome of your intention. So what is the potential outcome of flow happening? And again, we have another alignment task, and we got humor. Yuzume, maybe? So, she is the goddess of humor. And she says you've been taking yourself, you've been taking life, you've been taking stuff just way too seriously. Okay? And that, again, you see yourself, you're getting in your own way. By doing that, you're making it difficult to believe there could be relief from all the heaviness that you're feeling. Okay? If you can get yourself into the flow, you can move into that gratitude, that trusting what comes up. You could kind of play a little bit. That will be helpful. I feel like to just play, to laugh, to do something fun, let go of a seriousness. You know, there has to be a balance. And yes, we have to be serious, responsible adults, but you also need to just laugh a little, just let loose a little, have fun. Don't try to be so perfect. Don't try to be anything you're not. Just be you. And if you don't know who you are yet, that's fine as well. You'll work your way through that. Okay? Now, if you find yourself out of alignment, which I feel like you maybe find yourself out of alignment often because you're struggling so much to be in alignment, I'm offering you a course correct. So you can come back here and listen to this or try to remember this. And this goddess is the goddess of the past. I'm not even going to try that name. Beautiful. So, she is saying that when you examine your memories, there's empowered wisdom that is revealed. There's empowered wisdom in certain moments in your personal history. There are lessons that are kind of contained in your past. And she is saying that you can trust your instincts. If something brings to mind your past, it has a kernel of the old and the new. It's an amazing opportunity to make an informed choices, to do things differently. So you may find that, again, repeated patterns come up for you, and they're giving you the different experience this time. So it's not about avoiding the experience. It's not about avoiding making the same mistake or doing the same thing over. It's about choosing something different. It's about changing the experience. Okay. There are many points in life where you have choices and you have the power to make beautiful changes, to become more creative, more empowered, more alive. Okay. And sometimes the memories that live in our cells, in our body, are going to trigger a fear. They're going to trigger a reaction. But you can move beyond your past. You can discover new territories, new visions, new freedom that will come to you. You know, and you won't see, when you kind of work through that, you won't see the past the same as you do now. Your wisdom will replace any kind of numb acceptance of different experiences, and the memories will change because you've changed. So this goddess of the past says that freedom is gained by a willingness, by curiosity. Relationships can become rich with potential, and all your natural choices will no longer fall into old patterns that are not serving you, if you are willing to change, to trust, do something different. Okay? So, if this reading resonated with you, please go ahead and hit that like button. And if you want to see more readings from me, be sure to subscribe. All right. So, we are down to pile 3. And we got this beautiful Amazonite crystal. This is raw crystal. It's not tumbled. Like I said, Amazonite is really great for helping us speak our truth. Okay. So let's start out with what energy surrounds you, what intentions should you be focusing on or kind of bringing in. And the first goddess that wants to work with you is Maya. She is the goddess of illusion. Okay. And I feel like, so I'm looking at your cards, you got up and down, up and down. You got kind of a, if the card comes in a reverse position, it's an empowerment or alignment message. So half your cards are alignment messages and the other half are empowerment messages. For your intention or your energy, we're right off the bat, we're trying to get you back into an alignment. So the goddess Maya, she is trying to bring you clarity. She's saying, I want you to look around. I want you to see where in your life you've been in denial. What are you denying? Are you chasing after an outcome that you just can't seem to get to? Do you want to believe in something or someone so badly, like that you've lost your way and you're giving your power over to them? It's time for you to summon your courage and to be willing to open your eyes and see things clearly, see things as they are and not how you want or wish them to be, not how maybe they're being fed to you. You know, it's time to be honest with yourself. You know, there is this seduction in illusion sometimes. You know, but this goddess wants you to know that once the illusion has faded, you are now free to choose another path, another way, other people to connect with. it's a really good time. I feel like you need to do a self-inventory on your life. Okay? How do you love? What do you believe? What are your beliefs? Who do you follow? Why do you choose to live the way you do? I want you to ask yourself those deep questions and be honest with yourself. Because if you can't be honest with yourself, then you're screwing yourself over. Okay? You don't have to share those answers with anybody else. You don't have to share those discoveries with anybody else. Do this for you and nobody else. You know, what is your truth? What is your reality? Because this goddess is here to help you break down illusions and delusions. Okay? She wants you to take your power back. How do you co-create from your most empowered self? Again, we have Persephone and experience. So, I feel like this goddess, she paid a high price for what she thought was innocent actions. Okay? So she is really encouraging you to stop doing what you're doing and pay attention to the red flags. Don't take a bite of the forbidden fruit unless you're willing to pay the price. And so I kind of see where this reading is going. So those of you who chose this pile, you have a major illusion in your life that is in front of you, whether it is a relationship, whether it's an illusion you've created for yourself that needs to be broken down. I don't know what else it could be. Those are usually the two things. It's usually a relationship or an illusion that you've created yourself, about your life. Okay? And it is staring you in the face in this moment, and you have the choice to see the red flags, to see the truth, to be honest with yourself about it, or to get hurt. And I know we can say, oh, we're just going to make a quick change. We're going to fix this. We're going to ignore this because it's going to get better. This person is going to change. I'm going to change. I'm going to do better. But we can talk all we want. They can talk all they want. But you need to take actions. Real world actions. And if nobody's taking real world actions, nothing is ever going to change. And in the end, you are going to be more hurt than if you were just to walk away now, or if you were just to wake up and change, make real changes, take some real action. Okay? The alignment task that's offered to you by Persephone is simple. If you feel unsure in any way about what is being offered to you, step back and ask, do I have enough knowledge and strength to explore this without attachment to what lies ahead? Attachment to a person is unhealthy. Attachment to a situation is unhealthy. Attachment to expectations is unhealthy. And it will lead to disappointment every single time. Okay? I want you to consider the wisdom of waiting. Because if you just wait, if you don't fall for the seduction, something better will come in. Something better will manifest. Okay? What action do you need to take in order to ignite the magic of your intention? So what action do you need to take in order to bring clarity? And you got the goddess Kali. She's the goddess of liberation. This is your action. This is what you have to do. It is time to liberate yourself. Okay? You have to address the aspects in your shadow nature that have held you hostage to old ideas that don't serve you, that don't serve your life, that keep you in the dark, that keep you ignoring red flags. Okay? You cannot define yourself by your victim story and expect to succeed in your life. Okay? You have to free yourself. You have to be willing to break the change, to transform something new, to set boundaries, to cut ties with people. You have to be willing to take your power back, your light back, to stop dimming yourself because you are afraid of losing someone or something, or you're afraid of judgment from others. It helps no one. You have to step into your life, to your authenticity, to your glow. Okay? You have to refuse to allow the potential judgment of others to affect you. You have to let go of your attachments. Whatever you are attached to, whomever you are attached to, you have to let it go. It is dimming you. It is draining you. If this is new, if this is something new, someone new, and those red flags are presenting themselves, now is the time to walk away. All right? This call on Kali. She will help you. Be courageous. She will help you when you are afraid. She will help you be fierce and be loving and be willing to learn. Okay? None of anything, no matter how long you've been in something, if it's not built on a strong foundation, if it's not built on trust, if it's not built on something real, if both parties aren't willing to do the work, not just say they're going to do the work, but actually do the work, then it will fall. Eventually it will fall. And the longer you stay, the harder the fall is, the more it hurts. What do you need to do to co-create your highest good? And you got the beautiful Gaia, Mother Earth, that earth energy. Okay, so in order to co-create your highest good, again, you need to get kind of realigned. I feel like maybe your energy is scattered all over the place. You can't get grounded. You can't get rooted. Maybe you're out of touch with yourself, with your environment. You're very disconnected from your true nature. You're disconnected from your human experience. You're disconnected from your self. And by self, I mean your inner self, who you are, your authentic self. You are very disconnected. So what you need to do is look at the cracks in the foundation of the life you have at this moment that you're built. When even one aspect of your life is out of alignment, it affects everything else. So if your relationship with your significant other is out of alignment, it's going to affect your job. It's going to affect your relationships with other people. It's going to affect how you take care of yourself, how you love yourself, how you care for your children, everything. Okay? If your relationship, say with your one of your children, is out of alignment, it's going to affect your relationship with your significant other, your job, yourself. So it doesn't matter where the crack is. It is going to affect everything. Okay? Ground yourself with Gaia. She's the Earth Mother, and she wants you to enjoy creating the world you live in. So your alignment task here, again, take fearless inventory of where, how, and whom you live your life with. Is your energy draining from the choices you are making? Are you physically exhausted? Do you accept less than your value? Your efforts must now be to repair your foundations and begin again. Okay? That is where you're heading. That is where you're being asked to do. You're being asked to see through the illusion, to trust in the red flags, to liberate yourself, to do a self-inventory, to really look at yourself and your choices. And this isn't about blaming yourself for making choices that were not good for you. This is about learning to reconnect with yourself, because perhaps the choices you made, you were looking for a connection, you were looking to be loved, you were looking to feel needed, you were looking for something, and these connections brought that to you in the beginning, or so you thought, and now you're seeing that that's not the case. Okay? What is the potential? If you can get through this illusion, if you can be honest, you got Mother Mary, and the potential is a miracles coming into your life. Realignment, okay? The potential here Mother Mary brings is you'll be able to see what is real, okay? It's easy to imagine that your current conditions are influenced only by the obvious actions, only by the obvious choices, but that itself is an illusion as well. Everything in life is connected, even when it's not visible. So we make choices that are connected to other people's choices. There's like this bigger story that we don't always see until the end. Okay, so I feel like when you let go of the illusions, when you step back, give yourself a moment, figure out why you're here, why you want this, when you give yourself a chance to free yourself, you're able to see things clearly, and you're able to see how they are connected to other things. Okay? So I feel like Mother Mary, she will bring in reminders in your life. Once you do this, she'll bring in synchronicities. She'll bring in other events, other opportunities to help support you, to guide you, to show you love. I feel like she's saying, you know, you've created this life through your thoughts and your feelings and your belief, but as you open up, as you change, your thoughts, your feelings and belief will change as well. They'll bring in miracles. And she's saying there's no miracle that's too big, that you can't call in, that you can't create, that you can't bring in. You know, you'll never run out of miracles. Trust that the miracle will come. Trust that you will be guided. Trust that you will be loved no matter what. How can you course correct to stay in alignment? So if you find yourself struggling to trust in the illusion, struggling to see the illusion, or seeing the illusion and then forgetting about it, we have this beautiful goddess, Skullid maybe? And she is the goddess of the future. Okay. So you can come back and listen to this again, or you can try to remember that if you find yourself starting to become kind of fixated on the future, I feel like that's when you'll become out of alignment. Okay? You'll find yourself waiting for something. If you're waiting for something, if you are stuck, if you are trying to avoid something, you'll have to come back into alignment. Okay? You'll have to let go of anything that is choking the life out of your ability to see the truth. Try to find the lessons in the conditions of your world. Try to be compassionate with yourself. Find the strength to be vulnerable with yourself. And don't Don't be so focused on the future or how things will happen or how things will come about, because you may hold yourself back by doing so. If this reading resonated with you, please go ahead and hit that like button. If you would like to see more readings from me, please go ahead and subscribe. Thank you so much for allowing me to read for you.